Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to present another coffee machine, the Bezzera Unica. Okay, so we already removed the stitches and we're going to remove this polystyrol coverage. There are two pieces and this is the coffee machine in this plastic bag. This is what you get when you remove it from the box. It has probably one of the best sealing in a coffee machine, and once you remove the bag, this is what you have in front of you. Now, the coffee machine is made entirely in stainless steel, but as you can see here, it's covered with this thin plastic to protect it. Now, here you get a box where if you open it, inside, you will find the kit. Now inside there is the blind portafilter, there's the scoop, there is the brush also, and you have this plastic tamper, and of course you will have the single portafilter, and you also have your double portafilter done by Bezzera. Now, as soon as you remove the bag, you have this, a very clean and boxy coffee machine, typical of Bezzera. Now, you have these instruction user manual for the Unica, where everything is described, how it works, and everything. It has also different languages too. Now, this is a quality control card, where all the coffee machines made by Bezzera, of course, come with a safety electrical test to have a quality control. If you look closely here at the top, there is this piece of paper which describes the cleaning of the hydraulic circuits. If you look at this, it's just warning you that you should check before the use that the tank is filled up and that the silicone tubes are actually attached to it. Now we will explain how this integrated PID system actually works. Now, 95 is just the temperature of the water right now. Now, you can have two different settings, the temperature setting and the steam setting. And the temperature setting you can set from 80 to 100 degrees. The steam temperature is from 105 to 120 degrees Celsius. Now, if you press this minus button, you will see now coffee. And now you have to press straight after, and it will go from 80, as we see, all the way to 100. And you can put, let's say 95. Now, you wait 3 seconds, and you will have 95, which is the actual temperature that you have now. By pressing the minus button, you have the coffee that we've seen before and the steam. Now you press straight after and you will have the temperature of the steam that, as we said, go from 105 all the way to 120. And if you press again, it will go to 105. We put 150. You wait 3 seconds and you will have again the temperature of the water. Now if you press minus again, you have the coffee, the steam, and this is the temperature unit. Let's press it again, and you have to be very quick and press it at the same time. You have Celsius and Fahrenheit. We put Celsius, of course, Celsius. And now you wait 3 seconds again, and you will have 95 degrees, which is, as we said before, the temperature of the water now. As we said before, this is an E61 brewing unit, and it works with the lever, so you pull the lever up and the coffee machine will start working. You push the lever down and it will stop. Now, here on this side we have the power button, and this red light tells you if it's on or off. Now, even though there's only one steam pipe here, it actually doesn't produce only steam, but you can also obtain hot water for teas or whatever. So, how does it work? Now, you allocate it here. Now, you have to push this lever up, and then remember always to put the P switch here, which is the pump, and you will have your water. As you can see, there's very little steam because this is not about steam, but it's about water. And as you can see, you have quite a lot of water. Don't be fooled by the steam. This is actually hot water and not steam. Now we're going to talk you through the steam process. We just showed you how to obtain hot water. Now, if you want to get the steam, you have to keep this plus button pushed until you get CS. CS means steam. Now, you can see that the water level is rising, and when there's this small dot in the bottom right, it means that it's not ready yet. And as you can see, the water is coming from 95, 96. The level is rising up until what we actually put before, so I think it's 110. Now, of course, this is a non-heat, has no heat exchange, so it means that you have to wait for the water to actually heat up. Before you actually start the steaming process, you have a small process that you have to do before. Now, you have to pull up the lever for 10 seconds, like this. Now, this process is done because you need to partially drain the boiler and allow the expansion of the volume of the steam. Now, this prevents the backflows of liquid in the boiler, and it's vital, believe me, for the correct use of the machine and to avoid some technical malfunctions. Now, once you actually do this process, you can actually start to use the steam in the product. You expect using some milk for the cappuccino, for example, and you use it, of course, when the temperature arrives at the desired level, and you use it normally. As soon as you obtain the steam you want, you have to press again the plus button until you arrive to SC. Now, this is the system of coffee. Now, may I remind you that every time you finish to use the steam, you must refill your water tank. Once you move it back to coffee, there is one last process you need to do. Now, you have to, in order to take off the excess steam from the process before, you have to actually take the pump off and actually wait for the water to come. So what we did here, maybe you did not hear me because of the noise. Now, we just opened the pump and we waited for the excess steam to go out. And once you see that there's no more steam coming out, but only water, it means that the excess steam that was inside has been completely get rid of. And as you can see here, the temperature drastically fell down as we put off the steam because we got rid of it, and now it's back to 95, which is the normal temperature at which we use the coffee. Now, there are also some small toys that don't come as standard in your Bezzera, but that we seriously recommend. For example, this rather beautiful tamper of Bezzera, which is much better than the plastic one they give you with the coffee machine. And inside you will find also this tamping stand. This stand is very important, especially for the single portafilter, because it's the only way you can actually pull it and, of course, press it. Yeah. Now, the second object that we actually are recommending you is this rather beautiful bottomless portafilter. Of course, this portafilter doesn't come as standard, so you have to purchase it apart because the actual portafilter comes without the filter. But it's rather beautiful. It has the typical Bezzera badge here, and yeah, it looks, especially in this coffee machine, it does look a bit nicer, doesn't it? So there is a clean and relatively cheap and exclusive coffee machine It has a very innovative system that we wish to see in other coffee machine in the future. It's not simple at start, as you can see, but if you talk the way through, it's gonna be much more intuitive. And well, yeah, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and put like. If you have any comments, please leave it down here. And let's see our next video.